Hello, ARMY and all loyal viewers of this channel. Welcome back to the space where we discuss all things BTS, from their career journey to inspiring stories to little-known facts. Today, we'll be discussing the other side of popularity, something people often forget when they see the glitz and glamour of the stage and global glory. How BTS handles criticism, insults, and haters that come at them from all directions, and how they handle it gracefully. Because, as the saying goes, the taller the tree, the stronger the wind. And BTS, as one of the biggest groups in the world, certainly knows all too well what it's like to be buffeted by storms from all directions. But remarkably, they don't respond with anger. They respond with work, with patience, and sometimes with a silence that hits back even harder. BTS's journey hasn't always been as smooth as many might imagine. When they debuted in 2013, many underestimated them. Their label, Big Hit Entertainment, was just a small agency that hadn't yet established a strong presence in the K-pop industry. In fact, some Korean media outlets openly called BTS an unknown group from a shady agency. Comments like, "Who are they?" or "They won't last long" were commonplace in their early comment sections. Not only that, because they carry social messages in their music about the pressures of life, mental health, social inequality, and education, many considered BTS too heavy and uncommercial. Some even called them pretentious and overly talkative, not just singing, but how did BTS respond? They didn't respond with harsh statements or anger. They responded with hard work. By continuing to release honest and heartfelt songs. BTS slowly reversed public perception. They proved that music isn't just about entertainment. It's also about touching hearts and inspiring change. After they broke into the global market, the pressure only intensified when BTS performed at international events like the Billboard Music Awards, the AMAs, and the Grammys. Cynical comments began to emerge. Many foreign media outlets asked, why is a Korean group appearing on an American stage? There are also those who belittle their abilities, saying that BTS is just a temporary phenomenon, or worse, calling them managed products and not true musicians. Even some foreign celebrities and influencers have made jokes denigrating their English skills, their accent, and even their appearance. However, BTS, once again, is undeterred. They don't fight back with insults. Instead, they become even more determined to bring their message of pride and their Korean identity to the world stage. RM, as leader, always appears confident in his English, without abandoning the essence of Korean culture they carry. They sing Korean songs on the Grammys and Western TV shows without compromise, and that's what makes the world appreciate them, not because they're trying to look like Westerners, but because they're authentic. One of the most painful things for BTS is when criticism comes from within their own country. Despite their success abroad, not everyone in South Korea immediately supports them. There was a time when domestic media was slow to recognize BTS's global achievements. They prefer to highlight small, controversial details, from hairstyles and clothing to the members' personal comments. An example is when the controversy surrounding mandatory military service conscription began to emerge. Many voices questioned whether BTS deserved special treatment, yet BTS themselves never asked for an exemption. They always stated that they were ready to fulfill their duties as citizens. And ultimately, as we know, each of them voluntarily and honorably entered the military. Jin, as the oldest member, even enlisted early without much hesitation. This attitude received great praise, as it demonstrated that they were not just artists, but also individuals who understood their responsibilities. So how exactly did BTS handle all of this gracefully? First, they didn't give a platform to hate. In many interviews, BTS avoided explicitly addressing haters. They focused instead on the love from RMY and the positive messages in their music instead of responding to malicious comments. They responded with songs like Answer, Love Myself, which emphasizes the importance of self-love and spreading kindness. Second, they used their large platform to speak out about important issues, not to seek revenge. Remember when ARM spoke at the UN? He wasn't talking about haters. He was talking about the importance of speak yourself, speaking honestly, loving yourself, and respecting others. It was a subtle slap in the face to those who like to judgment. Third, BTS demonstrates the power of consistency and dignified silence. When criticized for their artistic decisions or fashion choices, BTS keeps moving forward. They don't back down. And ironically, many of the same critics who once mocked them now praise them. At the end of this video, we can see that BTS's handling of criticism and haters isn't just a media strategy. It reflects their sincere, strong, and principled character. They don't get provoked, don't get caught up in drama. They choose to remain silent, create, and let the results speak for themselves. And here's the biggest lesson: not all hate needs to be reciprocated. Sometimes just show that you can stand still, keep loving, keep creating, even when the world is sneering. BTS has proven that elegance isn't about expensive clothes or pretty words. True elegance is when you continue to shine, even amidst the darkness of criticism. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you were inspired by this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more in-depth content about BTS. Also write in the comments, what's your favorite BTS response to haters? And how do you usually respond to criticism? See you in the next video. And as always, Borahei.